Hello kids, welcome to my channel Kahani Didi. Kids, you must have heard the name of Sudha Murty ji. She is very well known for writing the best stories for children. Kids, I have started a new series of stories under which I am going to tell you the stories of Sudha Murty ji's story collection. The name of the story that I have brought for you all under this series today is A Father's Wisdom. So let's start the story. A rich and wise father had two sons, Puru and Puneet. One day he fell seriously ill. The doctors told him he had very little time to live. So the father started putting his affairs in order. He divided his property between his two sons. Then he called them for some last words of advice. "Listen to me carefully, children," he told them. "Live by these words of mine throughout your life and you will be happy. Build a house in every city, sleep comfortably, enjoy your food. When you lend someone money, don't ask him to return it." Before he could explain his words, he died. After his death, the two sons took their share each and settled down in different cities. 5 years passed. Puru, who had been following his father's words carefully, became penniless, but his brother was richer than ever. Puru was puzzled. Both had started off with the same amount of money and had followed their father's words of advice. Yet, why was he poor and his brother so rich? He decided to visit Puneet to find out. Puneet was very pleased when Puru came to visit. He looked after him affectionately. That night, when the brothers sat down to chat after dinner, Puru asked the questions that had been playing on his mind for so many days. "I followed father's words exactly," Puru said. "I built a house in every city, but because I could not always stay there, I had to hire people to look after the houses. I lent money to people and never asked them to return it. So more and more people borrowed money from me. And now I have nothing. Father said we should sleep comfortably and eat well. So I got expensive beds made and employed expert cooks to prepare my meals. All this has left me without a paisa to call my own. Yet you say you too have done what father told us to do. So how are you so rich?" Puneet smiled and said, "Puru, you did not understand the real meaning that lay behind our father's words. When he said, 'Build a house in every city,' he meant we should make many friends living in different places so that when we traveled to those places, these friends would offer us a place to stay and keep us comfortable. I too lent money to people and never asked them to return it. Instead, I kept a mortgage. My creditors wanted to get out of the mortgage quickly, so they would return the money as soon as they could. I slept comfortably each night because I would be tired after a hard day's work, and it did not matter if I were sleeping on a bed or on the hard floor. I ate only when hungry, and at that time the simplest meal tastes like nectar." Puru, you should have searched for the true meaning behind father's words. When you say of a good-natured person, he is like a child, you don't really mean that the person is a child, do you? Now Puru realized how foolish he had been. His brother gladly lent him some money to start off in life again. Having understood the true meaning of his father's advice, Puru used the money wisely and he too became rich and successful one day. So, what did you learn from this story, children? We learned from this story that we should listen and see things carefully and then try to understand them. If we will follow this always, then there will never be a mistake. So kids, how did you like the story? If you liked the story, then definitely share it and do not forget to subscribe my channel Kahani Didi for such lovely stories. That's all for now. Kids, take care. Bye bye.